Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to be reviewing some paintbrushes that was kindly sent out to me for review by Artis Opus. Now Artis Opus have a Kickstarter campaign running at this moment in time which finishes in about 11 days. If you'd like to find out more about the Artis Opus paintbrushes and maybe possibly back the campaign if you really like the idea of these paintbrushes, if you check the description box down below you'll find a direct link to the Kickstarter campaign and you can check out more information about these paintbrushes. So let's go over some of the key features of these paintbrushes. So the first thing to know guys is with a handle it's slightly thicker than a normal paintbrush handle. The reason for that design is that they're going to be more comfortable to hold in the hand and alleviate fatigue when you're painting for long periods of time. But the most crucial thing about this paintbrush and the reason why you'd want to actually go out and purchase them is they use the finest pure Kolinsky sable hair. Now what that basically means is that the hair at the head of the brush, if I can just move this leaflet out of the way so I can focus on the table itself there and see if my camera is able to focus that close range, you'll notice that the hairs of the brush are in a razor sharp point. Now as miniature painters we want to get the most fine detail down on our miniatures, and with Kolinsky sable hair and the way that they're designed these fantastic paintbrushes is that when you paint with the brushes they'll actually retain that fine tip and snap back into the original state every time. So painting will be speedier, and they've also got longer hairs, these paintbrush hairs, than most brushes, and again that's so they can hold a little bit more paint than a regular paintbrush, so it will speed up painting also for that reason as well. Now the set comes in a lovely presentation box as you can see on the leaflet there, but it also comes with brush soap. Now the brush soap is going to help with the longevity of the paintbrushes, which is absolutely fantastic to use when cleaning your paintbrushes, and make sure that they're going to stay nice and new condition for a very long time. Now I switched over to Kolinsky sable paintbrushes about 5 or 6 years ago guys, from using synthetic hair. Now the main reason for this guys is, as I say, you're going to get much nicer results when painting miniatures with Kolinsky sable haired brushes, but also the longevity of the brushes, they last so much longer than your cheap alternative synthetic hair brushes like your standard Games Workshop paintbrush for example. Apologies for the snoring in the background guys, Jax is having his mid-morning siesta. So yeah, so where was I was talking about snoring, but before I was talking about snoring I was talking about how fantastic Kolinsky sable hair is. It really is guys, and I wouldn't go back to using synthetic hair brushes other than when I'm speed painting miniatures, but when I'm trying to get the highest quality standard on my miniatures I always use my Kolinsky sable paintbrushes. So in the set you get the 4 brushes as I mentioned earlier, the triple gnaw, the double gnaw, the gnaw and the 1. The number 2 can be bought separately, which is fantastic for painting large areas on miniatures. You get the brush soap, which again is going to be absolutely fantastic for cleaning and keeping and maintaining your paintbrushes. But what I want you guys to do out there is, if you use Kolinsky sable brushes, let others know why they're so good, the quality of the brush, and why you possibly want to get these Artis Opus brushes. Me personally, they're absolutely wonderful. These paint brushes are going to be my new standard paint brushes, and I'm going to be using them in all upcoming tutorials, guys, apart from when I do speed paints and I'm a little bit messy and I might use a synthetic brush. But when I'm painting to the best of my ability, I'll be using these paint brushes, as they're that good, guys. Now, if you want to back the Kickstarter, don't forget to check the description box down below. There'll be a direct link to Artis Opus's Kickstarter campaign. Don't forget to leave a comment, let others know what you think of these paintbrushes, and thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.